Anyway, Rondale Moore, 10th round pick and 12-team league.
So hold on, before you can even get going, like we're seriously doing this again.
Oh, we're doing. Oh,
seriously doing this again.
Oh, we are absolutely doing this again,
right.
And we're going to be happy about it.
Right.
Okay, 10th rounder. So he's hurt all the time. That's one thing. But if he's not hurt, if he actually is healthy this year, he's not going to have a ton of target competition because obviously DeAndre Hopkins is gone. All you have really is Marquise Brown among the receivers who's going to command targets. Hopefully the new Cardinals regime will learn from the mistakes of Cliff Kingsbury and deploy Rondale Moore, not as an outside boundary receiver at 5'7", but rather as an inside slot guy. Okay. He has shown some ability to command targets. He had 8 or more targets in 4 of his 5 final games last year before his season-ending whatever injury, hamstring, can't remember, knee, ankle, just you name it with Rondale Moore. But yeah, so I think that he is instantly the wide receiver 2 in an offense that will probably have to throw a lot because man, the Cardinals stink. So could be good. It's
also just hard to see how they could be like less efficient than they were during the Cliff Kingsbury death rattle. And there's just no way they could be less creative than they were either. And Rondale Moore just required more creative usage. And I don't know really a ton about Drew Petzing, the new Cardinals offensive coordinator. And when I say I don't know a ton, I do know literally nothing about him.
I have to admit that that is the first time I've heard that name.
He is coming from the Kevin Stefanski coaching tree, though. A guy who's known how to maximize the talent he's had in Cleveland. Didn't always have a ton of receiver talent. But you have to think there's going to be more creative usage, or as you hinted at least more sensible usage with Rondale Moore than we had under Cliff Kingsbury. And I agree. I mean, it's a bad team. It's going to be about getting through this year. They need someone to absorb targets. Rondale Moore certainly profiles as a targets absorber. If he can stay healthy, like you said, he has not done a good job of that.
No, we would need that. But I think that all that uncertainty is built into that ADP of 10th round. And honestly, in your casual league, in your family league, I mean, you're getting Rondale Moore, I don't know, 15th round probably, in a lot of formats.
Probably not even getting drafted.
I mean, there will be a lot of 10-team leagues. He's not drafted at all.
12-team leagues, he's probably not even drafted, to be honest.
You don't think? Well, yeah.
No.
And so, it's kind of a, there's not much downside is what I'm saying in going in on Moore. Now, I will say you are in no way are you drafting Rondale Moore in a standard league. Please,
no,
do not. If you're not getting 1 point per reception, you just have to cross out Rondale Moore's name.
You do, you do. And producer Adam noticed something I couldn't help but notice on Drew Petzig's Wikipedia again, who I knew a lot about him coming into this show. Yeah, but Adam and I couldn't help but notice that he has had coaching stops at Harvard and Yale. And I know that sometimes a good Yaley knows that you simply do not put Rondale Moore on the boundary.
Yeah, and got to use those brains, buddy.
Got to use those big, beautiful brains that everyone at our Ivy League institutions have, and has nothing whatsoever to do with legacy admissions.
No, there's never been one legacy admission.
No, there has not, and no, there's a lot of very smart people, but also a lot of legacy admissions.